Hey everybody, welcome to our channel. Thanks for watching. What are we doing today?
Oh yeah.
You're already smiling. That's good.
We went
That's
to
right.
CD Trader. They had their sale on, so they do a few sales throughout the year.
That was a good day.
It was a great
Really
day.
good day.
It was, yeah.
All right, but lots to go. And very eclectic stuff and things all over the place.
All over the place.
So there's a lot to show. Let's get right into it.
Yeah.
1969. What do we got?
Oh, the Gees Odessa.
We've been looking for a nice copy of this. It's not like perfect, but it's pretty good. A nice copy on vinyl. It's a really, if you have not heard this album, I think people know it's on Atco label. People think of them. If all you know is the '70s Bee Gees, you know, the disco stuff.
Oh yeah, this is not your
this
disco.
Is not. No, this is not that Bee Gees. This is if you like anything psychedelic or psychedelic pop music, chamber pop from the '60s, you have to check this album out and the Bee Gees' first album. Both
they're
really
excellent
amazing albums.
Yeah,
you can tell they were listening to like Beach Boys, Pet Sounds, and Sgt. Pepper's, and this one is just. We played it again today. It's so good.
This one's sort of all over the place.
This is just a psychedelic baroque chamber pop. Orchestral.
Yeah, with touches of country.
There's a couple songs that were like the band.
A little like the band, so yeah, and wasn't this kind of started out as a little bit of a concept album? Yeah,
and I think they kind of
the wreck of the Odessa or something.
It was about a fictional ship like the Titanic or something. And I think one of the brothers or one of them was going to leave the band because of the direction. I don't know, but there's a whole whatever. It wasn't very well received at the time, right? But
like a lot of these concept albums or these sort of more out of character albums at that time. And now it's sort of
it's thought of as
critically rated as one of their better albums. So.
Oh, and so a couple songs if you've never heard it, definitely check the whole thing out. But Never Say Never Again, and then You'll Never See My Face Again. Lots of nevers and agains.
Oh, that's very negative.
Those two songs, those are probably my two favorite, but they're all, honestly, check this out. Again, if you've never heard anything other than the 70s and you like psychedelic pop from the 60s, you have to check this album out.
This is a great album.
Really good. Definitely lost classic.
Yeah, Brisbane's favorite sons.
That's true.
All right, next up.
This was one of probably the grail of the day.
Yeah, this was the grail of the day. The way the CD Trader is set up, they have sort of basically the main bands on the top level, and down below is all the miscellaneous, and that's
the hard digging.
Oh, that is the hard digging. You're back after that. Whew. And so you were digging down below.
Yes.
I went up and checked in the King Crimson section,
which we don't normally. That's not one of our bands.
King Crimson, but I found this. Giles and Fripp. The cheerful insanity of Giles and Fripp.
And that's Fripp, of course. Fripp, Frippatronics, whatever you want to call it.
So Robert Fripp.
Nice original inner sleeve. And you don't have to like King Crimson to like this album. Not that we don't like King Crimson. We haven't heard a lot. In the Court of the Crimson.
Haven't given them enough.
Yeah. Here, Durham, whatever you want to call it, label. This is the U.S. press. The UK has a different cover.
Yes, it does. And so this is brothers Michael Giles, Peter Giles.
Yes.
And Robert Fripp, who then went on to form King Crimson after this.
Well, actually, one of the brothers left. And then Ian, the flautist or a clarinet guy came in.
Yeah, Ian McDonald.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, McDonald dude. They came in. And the three of them went on to form King Crimson.
Yes.
And again, we're not big, huge prog fans. We like some. We like that first album a little bit, but you do not have to like King Crimson to love this album. Oh yeah. It is like,
This is.
It's like, it's QAF, quirky as F.
Yes.
It's something that only British people could have come up with in the 60s. It's like, basically the vocalist sounds a bit like. We think very Syd Barrett.
Oh yeah.
The phrasings are very Syd Barrett, like Syd Barrett Floyd.
Yes.
This came out in '68, so definitely they've heard some Floyd. It sounds like early Floyd, but it's like if he was fronting a Baroque chamber pop band.
Yeah, it definitely is. If you love Syd era Floyd, then you're gonna love this.
But it's kind of all over the place too. There's more than just that, but
and then there's some spoken word in between.
Every song
about this character Rodney, and poor Rodney. Not even his mother loves his face.
Yeah, it's a very strange.
It is very poor Rodney. I feel for Rodney by the end, but it's
you can't hear this record and not walk away with a smile on your face.
Walk away with a smile and just shaking your head like, what the heck was that?
But in a good way.
Yes.
So yeah, definitely check it out. Again, you don't have to like King Crimson. This is a great album.
Yeah.
All right, next up was another one I've been looking for a while, or we've been looking for a while.
Yeah.
Da-da-dum, Box Bottom by Alex Chilton. This is from 1980. This is actually a reissue, a second press of it from 86 or 87 on white vinyl, German, on Line Records. The original, from 1980, and this is just like sloppy rock and roll.
Oh,
I mean, if you know Alex Chilton solo, like Flies on Sure.
A lot of his stuff is pretty loose.
But in a really cool way. I love it.
Yeah.
This one's like half covers, half new, his own compositions. What does he do? He does, Beatles, I'm So Tired.
Oh,
and then, man, he sounds so tired. But really good. And then he does another cover of another band called Big Star or something.
What?
Yeah, he does Jesus Christ on this one. Again, a sloppier version than what was already kind of sloppy as it was.
Yeah.
And then probably his biggest song on this one of his own that he wrote is Free Again. That was a single-ish, and Teenage Fan Club covered that song later.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Really, it's a good album. If you like his solo stuff, yeah, definitely worth checking out. Not Big Star, but it's definitely the crazy world of Alex Chilton.
All right, next up is the Fleshtones.
Versus Reality. Oh,
yeah.
Look at that back cover, too.
This is some great garage rock here. These guys were part of the New York scene. They played CBGBs and Maxes.
Where is that? Emergo Records. This was their fourth album.
Yes, this is their fourth album.
The first few were on IRS Records, and this one was their first one after leaving IRS. Do we say 87? Yeah, 87.
Yep.
Just again, kind of a bit sloppy, but in a good way. Garagey. Lots of like gang chanted chorus, choruses.
It was. It was like, this is like, I think of it as a bit of a party album. It's one of those.
That's what they are. They're a party
you're
band.
Really G'd up to go out, and you're just like, yeah.
I just finished the biography on them. It came out in like 2010ish, 2008, something like that. And they call them like America's best party band. They're like their sole purpose in life, they said when they came out, was to make people dance at concerts, even at CBGBs, which everyone was too cool to do that. But so they're a party band, and that's why they didn't get taken as serious a lot of times too. But they're really good. They're fun. They're
still putting out some
and they're still putting
stuff.
out. They put out a new album in 2024, late 24. So they're still kicking around. They're still really good.
Love these guys.
All right, next up is a band that we just kind of got into recently in 2024. They've been around, to us. They've been around for a while, and I'm kind of mad. I don't know how we did not pick up on these guys. The Fresh and Onlys. They're from San Francisco, part of that psychedelic scene with the OCs, back. And I think Ty Segall was even from there.
Yeah.
So what do we got here? That one, Gray Eyed Girl.
This is Gray Eyed Girls from 2009.
And that was on the Woodsist label, which I like. They have some cool bands on there. What was next? The next one was Play It Strange.
Yeah, and this one was 2010.
And that was on In the Red recordings. And a lot of OC stuff is on In the Red. And then the last one, the most recent one was from 2014.
Yeah, House of Spirits.
That is a really good one. That was on. That one was sealed. We got it for $6. These other ones were used. This one was sealed for $6 plus 20% off. So we got it for like under $5. Fresh and Only. Pretty cool. This is virgin vinyl. Can you tell? And it was hand numbered.
Oh yeah, it was hand numbered.
Number 1666 out of 2000. I guess they're just not worth money. No one cares. But yeah, they're still a bit psychedelic, but they're on the earlier stuff was a bit more garagey, psychedelic. Then they kind of just became more indie, lo-fi, psychedelic kind of. Yeah. And a little bit of jangle. I think we even heard an album, this one maybe, and you're like, it almost sounds like the Shins meets the Ravenettes or something like that. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying about the Shins. Yeah.
But really cool band. Again, I think their last album was 2017, but the singer is in like 3 or 4 other. He's one of those guys.
He's all over the place. But that whole scene, John Dwyer.
Yeah, Ty Segall.
They're all over the place doing lots and lots of stuff, and I think they even had a stint on Castle Face Records as well.
Yeah, they were on a bunch of labels. So again, I'm still kind of mad we didn't, because we could have seen them live. Really
I'm
good
sure
band.
they would have played in the LA area a lot.
All right, next up, this was a really good one.
Yeah, the Feelies.
Very happy to pick that one up. That's their third album, Only Life, from 1988. U.S. copy on A&M Records. This one is a bit more, earlier stuff was a bit more, this is still kind of frenetic. But this one's a bit, they're heading more towards the jangle.
Yeah, it is definitely very
definitely
jangly.
indie jangle rock.
Yeah.
And the drummer, if you like Luna, the drummer went on to go into, well, I like Luna.
Yes.
But if you, she likes Luna.
Hubba hubba.
Hey, if you, oh, is that going to be edited? No, probably not. I'm going to make her keep that one. If the drummer went on to join Luna, form Luna with Dean Wareham from Galaxy 500. And somebody else from the Chills. Yeah, so that was a super
Oh yeah,
anyway,
one of the dudes from the Chills,
yeah, so this was from 88, third album again, really good. What do? They do a really cool cover of The Velvet's What Goes On.
Oh yeah, they do. Great version of that.
But yeah, really cool album. I'm really happy to have found this one.
Yeah, and if you checked out our honorable mentions video, we mentioned Ducks Limited.
Oh yeah.
These guys, yeah, very much in that same sort of vein. Ducks Limited are kind of like I think an updated version.
Yeah.
Of the Feelies. Yeah.
That was our 2024 honorable mentions.
Yes.
That would have been posted in December of last year. Yep.
Next up, this was our instant collection of the trip. We love our instant collections.
I was gonna say, if you've seen any of our videos before, we've probably mentioned instant collection.
Yeah.
We like to just go, you find a band that you've never heard of, or you've heard of them, but you've never given them a chance, and you see, oh, there's a whole thing of like 2, 3, 4, 5 records. You're like, pick them all up at once.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And we did that this time with the Cynics.
That's their first album.
Yeah, this is their first album. This is their second album.
Oh, that's Blue Train Station. This one's 12 Flights Up. That's like 87,
88.
Show the back. They're, if you can't tell, they're 60s psychedelic garage band. I mean, they're a Nuggets band.
Yeah, this first one is quite a bit shouty.
Yeah, I didn't love it as much, but I liked it.
I like a good shouty band. So these are 1994 reissues that we picked up, so they're not the originals, but
they were cheap and on sale.
They were cheap and on sale. Exactly.
This one was I thought this one was great. This one was really what I
that one got
more of the keyboard,
a little bit more melodic.
It had a bit more of a jangle going on.
Still some of those garage screams.
Yes, and a bit I even thought a bit Red Cross, like 80s Red Cross. If you like that kind of stuff, this would be more.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, so that one was on blue.
Good, and that first one, Blue Train Station, was on blue vinyl, which is pretty nice.
And this one is just on regular black, but they're on Get Hip Recordings. Pretty cool. I like that label. And then their third album we got by them, and we got 3.
This is Rock and Roll, so this is from 1990.
These are their first 3 albums, yeah.
Yep.
They went around until, I think, in the 2000s even.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and this one came with a humongous, really, they did not, I'm going to have to cut you off there a little.
Whoa.
They did not skimp on the poster on this one.
That's amazing.
That would be cool framed.
That would be really cool framed.
Yeah, all right. Oh, look at that. Boom. And good night, everybody. All right.
So, yeah, we were really pleased with these guys. We loved them.
Instant collection. We gotta trademark that.
Yeah, I know.
Instant collect them?
Collect them
collection, whatever you want to call it.
Collect them all.
All right, next up on the agenda we're re-entering the wonderful world of Bill Nelson.
Oh, yes.
If you've watched any of our videos, we usually seem to pick up a Bill Nelson or two.
Yeah,
We've been finding some
Bill
good
Nelson
stuff.
or Bebop or
He's
something.
from Bebop Deluxe from the 70s. And this is his first, well, maybe not first solo single. This is from 81, Banal. This is from the Quit Dreaming and Get on the Beam album.
And this was just after Red Noise?
Yes, the one album right after Red Noise, yep. And that was from 1979, Bill Nelson's Red Noise. This is still more, new wavy, art rock, really cool stuff. Bit post-punk.
What about this one? Bill Nelson, Wildest Dreams.
That one's from like 86. This is when he's starting to get into a bit more synthy.
Yeah.
Like Japan.
Yeah, I thought some of the bass lines on here sounded very Mekons.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then that next single too, that was from 86. This is 89.
And this is a standalone single?
That's a standalone
Life
single.
in Your Hands?
I think he had like a best of, some kind of compilation that came out that year, so he had to, release that single. And then they had this, I hadn't had this, we didn't have this one. Here you go, hold that one. This is The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, or Das Cabinet of it's a German. So what was this? Was like a 1919 German silent film.
Yes.
And it was like the evil Dr. Caligari. he had like a zombie-like, kind of like a Frankenstein type thing. Zombie-like creature, whatever. And
but you know, it was the directors and the writers. It was their commentary on the upcoming fascist regime within Germany.
Oh yeah. Boy, do they know.
Their disenchantment after the end of the First World War, and yeah, so that's.
And this was released on his own label, Cocteau Records. Kind of a cool label. Yeah, this is just a synthy. They asked him in 1981, this is from 81, to record. They were doing like a theatrical rendition of this at a local, somewhere in England. And they asked him to do a soundtrack for it. And he's like, yeah, why not? You've never done it. So it's very synthy, it's kind of creepy, synthy, horror-esque. But yeah, it's a good listen. But it's only one really for the diehards, I guess. But yeah.
You know, they were doing that sort of thing around about that time. They did this, I think Giorgio Moroder did something for to soundtrack Metropolis.
Oh yeah,
which was released around the same time that one of those German expressionist films.
Yep.
This one we've been curious about for a while, but being a little too scared to pick it up.
Or just this band in general, but this one,
we finally picked it up. The Fugs. It crawled into my hand. Honest. Now with a title like that, I think you kind of know what you're going to get into.
Yeah.
But it is.
It's on Reprise Records, even though you know.
This is a shambles of an album.
This is a head fuck.
Oh yeah, it's
nice Steamboat label. Sorry.
This is.
What's this from? This is from 1968. Yeah.
Yeah, and that second side is just that one long track, and it. Wow.
Yeah, side one is like normal songs. The first song is like a psych rock, like a great song. Like you're like, this is amazing, like standard. Then they're all over. The first side kind of goes all over the place. There's like, I don't even know, country and weird. But then the B side is it's a big one long suite, right? It's a big collage.
Oh yeah, they call it like sound collage.
So, yeah, exactly.
It meanders from gospel and
country, folk, psychedelic.
Folk. Yeah, oh god.
Spoken word little bits. Yeah, it's a mind F.
Do you think drugs were involved?
I seriously doubt it.
Oh, okay.
I thought there's a part in there on that collage part they're talking about, what was it? Marijuana or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so no, I don't think so, but yeah, if you play this one, go play Giles and Fripp, and then follow it with this one, and you're gonna leave the house in a daze.
Yeah,
you might not leave the house.
Just look at the cover. You have a Viking, a football player, and
or did you do the whole gatefold?
Yes, I did.
Okay, all right.
And I think a Roman centurion. So that's to give you a little bit of a clue.
All right, next up we have. We've been getting a few Queens over the last few months. I mean, we love them, but we just don't have any of their. Now we have a few, but didn't have a lot of their vinyl, so
we have all of their stuff on CD, but we just never sort of started picking up the vinyl. I think we got a little intimidated about how many versions of pressing.
And I don't necessarily have to have the first press, but I don't want a repressing from the 80s, whatever. Yeah. And there are so many, and like, what's the version? This is an original from the year of, from like 73, maybe 74, 75, but there's ones that have, where the Queen is a gold embossed, but there's, even from the year it came out, there's also just a standard with the white non-embossed sleeve. But this is it is their debut. It has Keep Yourself Alive was the big hit off that one, I guess.
So this is, always a good
And that sounds really good.
Oh my god, it sounds amazing.
They really do. Even though they just remixed it last year, Queen, Brian May, we never sounded like we wanted it to.
I don't know if I love that revisionist stuff.
Not really. Some people like it. I'd be curious to hear it, but this sounded good.
That sounded amazing.
It was kind of like, it was one of those like, well, I feel like I've never heard that before moments, but yeah.
All right, so this is Ultimate Painting, Dusk, and this is from, what is this from, 2016?
2016.
Yeah.
We bought a couple videos back, something from last year, maybe a while ago now. We bought a band called The Proper Ornaments. It's the same guy. He was in James Horay, or Hoare is his last name. He was from Veronica Falls, and he was in Proper Ornaments and Ultimate Painting at the same time. And he's now got a new band from 2024. What are they called? Penny Arcade. We just found out about them kind of late. So this one's on Trouble in Mind. They're always a good label for kind of psych pop.
Such a.
I don't know if you can tell. It's kind of dark, but it's a purple colored vinyl. Like
yeah.
If I had
kind of match the
match. Yeah, really cool looking, really nice, and just a really cool chill lo-fi psych kind of poppy stuff, you know, a touch of jangle, but yeah, really, really cool band. This guy, pretty much everything he does sounds similar-ish, like all the different bands sound, you can tell it's him, but in a good way. Yeah, they're all really good stuff, yeah. And now this is the grail of the video.
But this is a bit of a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Naked Eyes.
It seems to be kind of hard to find a nice people pay money for this record.
Yeah.
We paid money for it.
I mean, this is a really nice copy. This was lovely, and it was on sale. But this is the one that's got the hits on it. Always there, always something there to remind me, and promises. So, and they front load each side with
one on each one.
So
it's basic synth pop of that era.
It is.
It's not as good as the good stuff like Depeche Mode or anything like that.
I know, but those are two such great songs.
Yeah, they are, and the album was decent.
The album was pretty solid.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I wasn't upset
little bit of a guilty pleasure, but
it's excellent, really excellent stuff. And this is maybe another guilty pleasure. I don't know. This is Angel City. They're known as the Angels in Australia. So this is an Australian pub rock, sort of a hard rock band from the 80s. These guys were so good, and their lead singer Doug Neeson, who passed away a few years back, he had such presence. So I just had to pick this up. This was still sealed at the time as well. Sticker. Yeah, and it was again on sale.
Yeah,
really cheap.
You were surprised you didn't have it.
Yeah, I was really surprised I didn't have it. I've got a lot of the Angels stuff.
Mostly Angels.
Mostly Angels, but some Angel City stuff. So this was really cool to pick up.
And the guilty pleasures keep on coming, but it's a guilty pleasure, but it's not that guilty, I guess. I guess for the stuff we like, it's not typical. Rush Moving Pictures from 1981. I mean, I loved this album as a kid, and we still have the CD, so I've always enjoyed it. But yeah, I was like, I've been looking for a copy on vinyl for a while now, and this was really cheap. I got it for like $10. It's not the best copy. The record's okay, and it plays well. Cover's a bit worn, but not terrible. But we got it for like $7.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not gonna not get it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a good album. It's got great stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't sort of grow up with Rush like you did. You said you had it as a kid or loved it as a kid. So, but I still quite enjoy this album.
No, it's good. Yeah. It's not like your typical like prog. They're much more concise and it's very melodic and
And Tom Sawyer, it's a classic. It's a reason why it's a classic. It's a great song.
So guilty pleasure, maybe not guilty pleasure. Comment below. Let us know.
Yeah.
All right, home stretch here. Last couple. This was actually, we got this at Amoeba a couple days after this, the CD Trader sale. We just figured we'd throw it in there. Yeah, the Mekons, Honky Tonkin'. Can you see that? This one's on Twin Tone Records, a US press. This one's their 5th or 6th album, I think. This is 6th album, from 1987. Lou Edmonds, who was in The Damned, and
Pill.
And Pill. He's in this band at this point. What do you say about it? It's just like the first song was like, we were like, this is like the Pogues meets ska a little bit.
It was,
and a little jangle.
I got a bit of a Pogues feel and there's quite a bit of fiddle.
Yeah, it's like lo-fi alternative country. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'd say they're kind of comparable to the Pogues, but not really. A little bit, but different. If you like that kind of stuff, they don't have any Irish sound, but they got a lot of the fiddle. A bit shambolic, but just, really cool, really fun. Just really good stuff. They have like 1 million albums.
Well, I see quite a few cowboy hats on the back cover.
Yeah, well, Honky Tonkin'.
You can't see, Honky Tonkin'. You can't see the picture, but there's a few cowboy hats there. Yeah,
but that was really cool. I found, you don't usually see stuff a lot from them, so it was good to finally pick this one up.
Yeah.
All right, in the same card, of course, the Mekons section, we found the Three Johns, and this is, there we go. This is Mekons adjacent.
This is the Death of Everything.
Yeah, this was their 3rd and final album for the Three Johns, and it's John Langford, who is the head of the Mekons, I guess you can call it. This was his side project from the 80s, mid 80s, I think 86 to 80, somewhere in there, 86 to 88. This one, yeah, again, their third final album. They're post-punkish, new wave. Yeah. This one has a bit, their vocalist does sound at times a bit like Peter Murphy-ish.
Oh, like, yeah.
You know, a little about, the first album, which I think we got that last year sometime. We showed that in a few videos ago. That was probably a little better, but yeah, it's still really cool. It's still a good album. Still happy to pick it up.
And this cover is frightening.
The cover, it's better than the cover.
Look at those guys.
Yeah,
Look at those
it's
guys.
definitely better than that cover.
Would you pick this album up?
We did. It is good. Yeah,
it is really good.
The first one was awesome though. This one is good, and yeah.
No, I really like the Three John stuff.
Yes, we just need their second album now.
All right, so that's it. That's
a hell of a haul.
That was a hell of a haul. But
all pretty cheap too.
It was all pretty cheap, and because a lot of it was on sale.
Hey, that's true, extra cheap.
And yeah, so that helped a lot, and it was just a great. Yeah,
that was a fun
mix
day.
Of stuff. So,
good mix. Yep.
Yeah, it was fun, and we got some really good stuff out of that.
Yeah, the one pricier one I guess would be the Giles and Fripp, and that one you really don't see too often.
No,
so that was really cool.
You really don't, and and I just love that Giles and Fripp.
Oh, it's good. But the whole stack that's all solid, good stuff. Yeah,
there was excellent stuff. We've been having a great time listening to it all and catching up with it all. So yeah.
Yeah, thanks again. Thanks as always for watching. If, comment on any of these bands, or if you have if you like these bands and you have anything that would be similar or that you could recommend, please comment below. Let us know.
Yeah, we're always looking for new stuff or new to us stuff.
Yeah, or let us know your favorite find of the day.
Yeah.
That's it. We will see you next time, and take it from here.
Yeah, thanks all, and happy digging. Bye.
See you later.